Welcome to the final episode of Popcorn Perspectives. I'm Laylee.
And I'm Haley. On this episode, we will be reviewing the Disney Pixar movie series, The Incredibles.
The first Incredibles movie was released in 2004, while the second wasn't released until 2018.
On this episode, we will be having Katie Bennett join us. Now, first, let's recap the movies.
Starting with a quick recap of Incredibles 1. For years, superheroes had protected the world, but after many disastrous events, people start to feel they cause more damage than good. After marrying Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible takes his family into hiding. After over a decade, he sees that a superhero he once knew has gone missing. Shortly after this, he is secretly invited to an island to fight a robot that the creators had lost control of. However, all this is part of Syndrome's plan to eliminate all superheroes. After going to the island multiple times, he gets kidnapped. Elastigirl gains suspicions he may be cheating on her, and she finds his location and travels to the island. Little does she know, their kids, Dash and Violet, are with her. Once on the island, they find Mr. Incredible and must stop Syndrome's plan. In order to do this, they have to travel to where the robot has been released and destroy it. This successful adventure begins a new era of superheroes being able to save the world again.
Now for Incredibles 2. Superheroes are still illegal as Mr. Incredible is itching to fight crime. Frozone is approached by businessmen who ask him, along with Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, to become advocates for other superheroes. Elastigirl is asked to go on the first mission, during which she has to stop a train after the conductor has been hypnotized by a new villain called Screensaver. After this, she continues to go on missions to stop him, and when she finally does, it doesn't feel right. After looking further into it, the pieces finally connect and she learns that one of the people she had partnered with was actually Screensaver. After finding this out, she gets herself hypnotized along with all the other superheroes. After getting a call that his wife was in danger, Mr. Incredible leaves the three kids with Frozone. However, both of them end up getting hypnotized, and the kids are left responsible to step up and save their parents. After finding their parents and saving them, they all had to work together in order to save all the other superheroes, the city, and catch Screensaver.
Now that we're all caught up, let's bring Katie on. Great. Alright.
Sorry. Okay, thank you for joining us today, Katie.
Alright, you want to get started with the Easter eggs?
Yeah, we can. There's a sequel, and it's in the 1960s. Like, the movie is set in the 1960s. And people realized this because there was a newspaper. And they read, like, the date of the newspaper. Because usually you wouldn't expect it to be the 1960s with all the technology that they have.
Oh, that's cool.
So the movie was made after?
Yeah, the movie was in 2004. What she means is, like, there's a sequel that was made, but it's hinted to in the actual. I might go watch that now. That sounds cool.
And The Incredibles, like, the first movie, A113 was a little bit harder to find. Do you know what A113 is? It's the room number. It's the room number of the arts, like the arts. At Cal Arts, the art room. That, like, designers go in, and usually they come out to be Disney creators.
Okay, the second bag of popcorn is a little bit burnt. I'll admit to that. It's okay. It's okay. We gotta get through it.
Extra.
Then the first bag is good. We just gotta get back down to there.
Yeah. So when Elastigirl was, like, grabbing the purse snatcher, I think it was, like, the first villain that we saw. I mean, he wasn't really a villain, but, like,
He was just
her and
dropping.
Mr. Incredible were, like, fighting over him, I think. Right, that was the one.
I said they were flirting. I don't
Yeah.
know about fighting.
Well,
They
no, I
were.
mean, I think they
It
were-
was a little bit of friendly bickering.
they were, like, throat fighting.
Yeah.
It was like, anyways, when he dropped the bag, all the stuff fell out, and there was a Mr. Incredible Pez.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I've never noticed that. That's funny. I love Pez. Pez is so good. You know?
my brother's obsessed with them. He'll eat like a whole packet in one sitting.
Bro, I wish. That sounds good.
So on Mirach's business card, the phone number that's on the business card spells out SUPRHRO for, like, superhero.
Oh.
And people were just oblivious to it?
Well, you have to actually type it in your phone.
Oh. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, like,
Oh.
Okay.
them?
Yeah, sure. I got this. The stained glass on the front of the church where Bob and Helen got married indicates that it was created with Mr. Incredible in mind, since the hero symbol is a clear feature of the glass. Feature of the glass? Like, is it in the glass?
Yeah. Other people also think that he might have based his logo off of that, and that the logo is based off him. They're like two different conspiracies. That's the big word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
He could be a fan of the church, or the church could be a fan of him.
hmm
Facts.
I think the church was probably a fan of him,
We
but
love a man of God.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
In the scene where Bob chased after these criminals, his GPS showed all the surrounding streets, many of which, such as Magnolia Street and Vallejo Street, happened to be the same as those around the real world Pixar Studios. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like they're all just named after that surrounding area.
yeah.
Okay. Lots of superheroes are seen at Bob and Helen's wedding. As the film continues, their characters are subtly I hate the way subtly spelled. It's such a weird word. Are subtly introduced. They happen to be each of the superheroes Edna said had been killed by their capes, as well as Gazerbeam, who was killed by Syndrome's robot. This makes the wedding scene even more tragic, especially since Edna is seated with all the superheroes who are doomed to die.
That's
Oh.
really sad.
Oh, that is not where I was expecting that one to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think along with that, people are conspiracizing. That's a big word.
Go, boo.
That Edna's gonna die
Aww.
because she's sitting with all the people that died.
No.
I mean, it's not confirmed or denied.
Yeah. That's not. I don't like that. Bob Parr's office in The Incredibles has a lot of fun references to superheroes' days. A jar on his desk is labeled "Bullets that bounced off my chest," indicating Mr. Incredible isn't just strong but bulletproof. Sketches can be seen strewn across Bob's desk of his superhero symbol. That's so cocky though. I mean, it fits him though. He is.
Yeah.
His ego's definitely up there. Bob and Lucius Frozone are seen sitting in a car listening to police scanners. One business was called Andy's, a Toy Story egg, and the other was called Luke's Deli? The named for the famous Pixar Luxo lamp. Luxo? Luke's?
Luxo.
Okay. That's cool though. Do you wanna? Brad Bird.
Brad Bird made the movie The Iron Giant, which isn't a Pixar movie or a Disney film. So he must have been so proud of that movie that he threw in an Easter egg relating to his movie in The Incredibles. And it's when Syndrome targets Helen's jet, like when he throws the missiles there, and she screams out a series of codes, and one of the codes was seemingly meaningless, but it was like towards that movie.
Yeah, I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. It used to be my favorite. I would still watch it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's pretty good. It's like old fashioned,
Oh.
so it's not as like
Popular.
yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Mhm.
Alright.
Syndrome is actually made to look like Brad Bird.
That's kind of insulting.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's saying something.
I would not want to look like that.
So during like the prologue at the very beginning, it like shows how the world turned against supers, and you can see like the court cases and stuff. And on the sketches of the court cases, there's a signature, because it was a sketch, and the signature matches Peter Sohns, who is an artist for Pixar, and he worked on The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Ratatouille, Wall-E, and I think a bunch of others.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so there's two other older gentlemen who aren't really like super important to the plot, but they show up, and they're talking about the heroes and they're praising them. And it was two old men who were designed after the Disney animators Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston, and they made films like Cinderella and Pinocchio and Bambi.
Like the old ones?
That's cool.
I think that's why they were old men.
Oh, really?
That's so
Do
smart.
you want me to finish up, or do you want to
Yeah,
keep
you
reading? Okay. Mr. Incredible pursued a newspaper while at work in The Incredibles. A somewhat ambiguous headlining is seen in the front page. It reads, catastrophe seen as crisis looms. This rather nondescript headline has been seen in other movies as well. And since one of these is The Iron Giant, another film directed by Brad Bird, this clearly is not a coincidence. The same words were also seen in a newspaper in Disney's Lady and the Tramp, so it's becoming yet another Disney Easter egg and an inside joke. This is all Incredibles too.
Yep.
The first one was all.
Yes, this one is all Incredibles too.
Alright.
So John Ratzenberger, we mentioned him in part 1, and he's been in most, or if not all, of Pixar's movies. And he wasn't shown into this movie until we met the supervillain Underminer. And everyone thought that he wasn't going to be in the series because he wasn't in Incredibles 1.
I honestly don't remember mentioning him in part 1, but okay, I believe you.
It was
I think it was towards the end,
it was
right?
the Easter egg where he was the pig in Toy Story, and he was the trailer Mac.
Oh,
He's Mac.
right.
And he like was like, oh, that pig is a really good actor or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that,
Okay.
that Easter egg.
Okay. Get it, Haley.
I couldn't grab pieces. I almost dropped a piece.
Alright.
Okay, I'll keep going. Oh, okay. So when Bob picks up Jack Jack from Edna, she mentions that Jack Jack really enjoyed the Mozart stuff. I think it's in one of the shorts, maybe. And in Incredibles 1, Carrie says that she's gonna play Mozart for Jack Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so cool.
In Jack Jack Attack, she plays Mozart, and then he like snaps into something, and then he starts using his powers.
Oh.
So people think that like Mozart, like,
Mozart is his thing.
yeah,
That's okay. We support that.
you know, people
Not
think
my
that,
thing, but
that's
that
what
one.
triggered his powers.
Oh, that's weird.
You want to read this one?
This one? In Incredibles 2, A113 appears when Violet and Tony go on their first date. It's hidden on the movie theater's marquee. Marquee? The sign.
Marquee, like the sign.
Marquee? Never heard that word. Okay. As a movie titled Dementia, yeah. Reading and spelling aren't my things. Dementia A113. Not only was the movie Dementia A113 a way to work in the digits, it also references the 1963 movie Dementia 13, directed by Oscar-winning Francis Ford Coppola. I don't know. You read. I don't like big words, okay?
Okay. So one of the ways that the family likes to like unwind together that we saw was watching TV, and it's like shows like Johnny Quest and like The Outer Limits. And Johnny Quest was a cartoon about a boy who travels with his father to an exotic location and fights bad guys, reflecting on like the lives of the family. Because they like fight bad guys. And then The Outer Limits was a sci-fi anthology series known for its creepy opening titles about taking over people's TV screens, something that foreshadows the screen here. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that one was kind of cool. When the actual screensaver girl tries to convince Elastigirl that the pizza delivery guy that she's posing as screensaver is a threat, she claims Einstein was a patient clerk. And it was like a idea of unsuspecting power is like
She's insisting that
the unsuspected. Big words are so hard. I couldn't think of the right word. The unsuspecting power is like giving a clue. That was the word I was looking for.
Because
A clue
it's
to her
really-
true
yeah.
intentions.
okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and then it's also a nod towards Ghostbusters, and it's almost an exact copy of what Peter said to Ray. Einstein did his best stuff when he was working as a patent clerk.
So we just like picking on Einstein.
I guess so.
Okay.
Okay. Jack displayed a new array of superpowers, Incredibles 2. But one of them was familiar to people who watched another Craig T. Nelson movie, Poltergeist?
Don't know.
After Jack disappeared into a different dimension and he was like talking in the house, he left a TV remote and his disembodied voice was heard throughout the house. Do we remember this?
And they're trying to find him with the cookies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That part. And he left behind a TV remote. And it was referencing the scene in the Poltergeist where one of the daughters was stuck in a different dimension and they could only use the TV static to talk to her.
Oh,
Kind of scary.
that
Yeah.
was my one.
It's like Stranger Things, except in Stranger Things they use the lights and everything.
Have you ever seen Stranger Things?
What?
Yeah.
That hurt Katie's feelings.
I'm hardcore a rom-com girl. If there is no love interest to the plot, or it's not the main thing,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I struggle to get through it.
It's like a sci-fi thriller, I'd say.
Yeah, it's just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
I never liked it, and then I watched it because my friend made me watch it, and then I got really into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't seen Series of Unfortunate Events either. Like, I can't get into it.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I've watched it 10
I've
times.
tried multiple times and I cannot get hooked.
That one
No
hurt
way.
my feelings.
However, like Gilmore Girls, hooked.
Okay.
Young Sheldon is my weak spot.
There's no way. I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
The clips of like 17-year-old Georgie. That's what got me started, but then like I stayed for other things. It's honestly really good. The plot's pretty good.
Mhm.
But that's why I started. It's okay, y'all.
It's crazy.
Okay, so in the first Incredibles movie, Brad Bird, again, was new to Pixar.
Mhm.
So he didn't put like the famous pizza truck into the movie. I don't know if you've heard about like the pizza truck. They put it in all the movies, but it's not in the Incredibles because Brad Bird was new and he didn't put it in there.
Oh, did he get yelled at?
I don't know.
What pizza shop is it?
I think it's originally from Toy Story.
Pizza Planet?
I think
Yeah.
it is a Pizza Planet truck.
And it's in like all movies.
Oh.
Like just hidden in
I'm
there.
gonna have to go look out for those now.
Yeah,
Um,
it's funny.
Yeah. So in Incredibles 2, they made sure that they put it in there. And it was when Helen was parachuting in the pursuit of the screensaver. I can't talk today. And like as she lands on the ground, like the pizza truck is on the road next to her. Like parked.
I did not notice that.
I didn't either, honestly.
You have the butter popcorn. It's all. I'm sure mine is too.
Yeah, it's really good.
No, I got them.
You're good.
You're gonna clean it. Okay. So, at the end of Incredibles 1, you see the family's house get destroyed. And then in Incredibles 2, you see that they're sitting in the motel, and they live in a motel now. And that motel, or hotel, I think it's a hotel,
It's all good.
is based off of a real life hotel in California. And it's close to Walt Disney Studios, and it's in Burbank. And it's famous for filming location. It's a famous filming location that can be seen in different movies like True Romance, Coach Carter, and Apollo 13.
All right. You good with this? Can I say it? Okay. So, for start, which one do we like better? Incredibles 1 or 2?
2.
I like to. I think it's,
Honestly, I think
I
so.
like seeing Jack Jack get his powers.
Yeah, that was cool. And I think, honestly, I feel like the plot is less predictable.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like as soon as you get the call, like, that he's going to the island, like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it was better. Like, second time watching, you know that she's the bad guy.
Mhm.
But the first time, you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
No, I think villain is portrayed better than the first one. Because the first one, he's like, oh, I just hate you just because, and like kills him and gets over with it. And then it ends up backfiring.
Yeah.
And this one has like a whole plot to it.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah. I feel like when I think of the Incredibles, like, I think of Incredibles 2. Like, I haven't watched Incredibles in a really long
Yeah,
time.
I know. I was like
And
sucked in. I forgot like how good they were.
Yeah, I like watched the first one and I was like, when did this happen? This is an
Right.
Incredibles movie? Like, I don't remember this one at all. And then I watched Incredibles 2 and I immediately remembered it.
Like, oh, like this just
Yeah.
makes more sense.
I think it's because it's newer too, and like now.
Yeah, I mean there was a big gap, 14 years.
Mhm.
Oh, that was one of the Easter eggs. We skipped it.
Do you want to go back to that one?
So like, I remember it. So in every movie, there's hints to the next movie, but because Incredibles was supposed to come before Toy Story 4 or before it, I can't remember whether it was before or after. I think it was before, and then it ended up coming out after. And because of that, a lot of the Easter eggs were lost. Because it was a 14-year gap.
That's cool. Favorite characters. Loki Edna.
No.
Like she's
That's a good one.
she's definitely a fan fave. I love her little oomph, you know?
Mhm.
She's so
Yeah. It sounds so basic. I like Jack Jack though.
I like him. He's fun.
Yeah, I feel like he's funny. Like,
Especially with his
he
powers
entertains
now
me.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Like
Yeah.
with his powers, he's a lot more entertaining. Like I'd watch a whole movie series on Jack Jack.
I would. I definitely would. Jack Jack and Edna. I would like a movie of the night she babysat him. I could watch
Wait,
like I
It's
could
a
watch
short.
a
It's one of the
full
shorts.
2-hour movie on that though. Like
Yeah, I could too.
and be completely entertained.
because he starts like acting like her too when they're together.
Yeah, and then like Jack Jack turns into her,
Yeah.
which I thought was so funny.
Yeah.
But like, when they were like walking back, and I was like, oh, I really like him. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I forget the word.
Into Edna.
No. It's an I word.
That gives me nothing.
Impressionable,
No.
impeccable.
No, it's like something that affects.
Wait, yeah. Explain it real quick.
No, I can't. Because she's like, oh, I got it.
What?
She says something about Jack Jack, and then she's like, I'm stimulated or whatever. Like,
Stimulating?
no, I think he's stimulating and she's stimulated by him. I can't remember the wording.
It's okay. I get your
But
gist.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They go so good together.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
feel
do,
like,
for
and
sure.
Jack Jack kind of looked over with his lollipop and he's like,
He's all confident about it. Same height, which makes it so
Honestly.
good.
I'm gonna look that up. 'Cause I want to know.
Okay. Is there anything we think we could have, any characters we would let I'm getting there, give me a second. Is there any characters we would have liked to see more or less of? I think I would have liked to see more of Tony. I feel like Violet and him, they should have gotten their moment.
Yes,
They
did.
deserved their moment, and they didn't get that.
Oh, here, I found the seat. I'll turn it up so hopefully the cameras can hear it.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you watching Jack Jack for me, E.
Yes, I'm sure your gratitude is quite inexpressible. Don't ask me to do it again, darling. My rates are far too high. I am joking, Robert. I enjoyed the assignment. He is bright and I am stimulating. We deserve each other.
He is bright and I am stimulating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just looks over with his lollipop.
Yeah. I would like to see more of Edna, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
There's-
I feel like her screen time wasn't very good. Like, compared
She-
to how
she
good of a
deserved
character
more.
she is.
Goodness.
Yeah. Edna and Tony, I would have liked to see more of.
Yeah.
Is there anyone we think was too much?
Not really. I think they did a
No,
pretty good
I
job
think
of
they
balancing it.
Even out.
Yeah, I think it was fairly balanced.
I mean, I feel like they showed a lot of Mrs. Incredible, but she's also the main character.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's
You
the one
can't really-
solving the.
Yeah, so you can't really like show her less.
Right.
That'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
Is there anything we think could have been done better?
The plot in the first movie.
When we were doing the prize movie, we go, is there anything we think could have been better? Pitch was the second movie.
Oh.
Like,
Honestly, yeah. The second
yes,
movie
no,
wasn't that good.
we absolutely agreed with that one. But, where did I pick up before? Jesus. You keep dropping.
I just caught one in between my legs.
Oh.
Neither of you noticed.
I don't know, I think that it was all pretty good, but are you dropping them again?
Oh my gosh.
Is she throwing them?
No, I can though.
No! No, Haley!
Buckets. Just go.
One more time and that's it.
Oh! Okay.
Oh wait.
I was gonna say something and I completely lost my train of thought. I wonder why. Is there any like smaller details that you guys liked? Or
I like that they put Violet's hair behind her ears.
yes, I
I
think
really
it
like that.
really changed her personality.
I think so too.
And
Like
not
the
just
way that her
hair.
whole hair changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like that's so relatable though. Like
It does.
you can just see my hair like change over the years.
Yeah. It definitely completely affects her personality, which it was cool to see her gain that confidence.
I think with anyone though, like even in real life, like
Yeah, hair. Hair's
you
a big
can you can see like how mature a person is by their hair. I feel like.
for sure. No, I agree. I thought it was funny when she was trying to shred her suit and it like would not break.
I got such bad secondhand embarrassment from when she spit out that water.
Oh my gosh, me too. I actually was sitting there going,
Well, I was watching it in math class. No, I wasn't. I didn't mean that. I was just joking.
Sorry, Mr.
But
Ball.
yes, I am Mr. Ball. Honorable mention. Bailey's gonna join the tennis team for me.
no, I'm not playing tennis.
Oh, we got a little angry.
Sorry, my bad on that one.
It's okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, I started giggling, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Ball looked at me, but I didn't look at him because I was too scared. And then all the people behind me started watching The Incredibles with me, and then like when a funny part happened to be, we would all like giggle. And it's like really funny.
that's great. What would you like to see more or less of? The Easter eggs, favorite movies, and why? I think that's everything.
We hope you had fun watching this final episode.
And thank you for listening to Popcorn Perspectives. Yeah! It was released in. I didn't write it down. Let me.
Let's recap the movies. On today's episode,
For the-
we'll be.
Yes!
I forgot.
Welcome to the final episode of Popcorn Perspectives. Okay, can we do it without the script?
That was so loud.
Good job. Can we do it without the script? You ready?
No. Disney. I didn't.
You no outro now while we're both here. So basically, when the recaps are at the end,
Oh, okay.
Content.
So, yeah.
For years, superheroes have protected the world, but after many disasters, see what it is and then label it.
Okay. Superheroes are still illegal.
Superheroes.
Superhero.
But like if you do, it's fine. But for the most part, we don't want to cut into the other. That's all. I hope you choke on popcorn. I'm going to. Put your phone away! Now that we're all caught up, let's bring.
Aw. Honorable mention. Laylee's gonna join the tennis team for me.
No! I'm not playing tennis!
Oh, we got a little angry.
Sorry. My bad on that one.
Good thing I didn't put mascara on today. Should
Wait, what do I say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just, I don't know.
Do I just say bye? Do I just say bye?